Welcome to another painting series, guys. Today we're going to be painting a brand new miniature from Creature Caster, which is the Rider of Avarice, and it's from their April 2024 set. So this is fairly new to me at the moment. She's a great mini, as you can see. She's got a lot of interesting parts on her. So we're going to start with the skin. I primed her in black, and then I've put several different colours with either airbrush or wash, which was a sort of purple colour from underneath, trying to get some undershadows. Then a burnt red on top, and then some greeny yellowy colours as well, just to get some different tones. So this is our sort of underpainting technique that we're going to use. The first layer of the skin, we're going to use green sky with a little bit of burnt umber. So we're just trying to, with this layer, really just trying to mark out where we want the highlight zones on the skin. And this face is sort of skeletal as well, so we want to keep it fairly light. And she is a sort of dead, sort of undead type of character. And the paint is fairly thin. I've thinned it down a little bit just with water. Now, for the first main highlight, we're going to be using pure green sky. And because this skin is very light, I just want to really pick out just some very small areas. And because we're using this underpainting technique, we don't have to worry too much about base coating areas anymore. So when I use this area, I'm very much starting with what we might call midtones, and then we are highlighting on top of that, but we're leaving a lot of the original colour showing through. And that's going to give us a tonal feel across the model of how it looks. Right, for the final highlight here, we're going to add buff to green sky. So it's going to make quite a light mix now. And this really is just going to be very tiny little areas that we're going to paint. Almost little dots, real tiny highlights, just to give some real nice contrast in a few areas. Okay, so we're moving on to the eyes now, and I'm going to try and make them quite a sort of glowy, yellowy green. And the first layer I'm going to put on is I've got light green mixed with a little bit of pale yellow. The pale yellow is because it's got white in it, so I can get a decent coverage on each layer because the paint's fairly thin. So I want to keep green tone, but we also want to get a decent coverage. And I also, before I started these eyes, I also base coated them in a very dark purpley colour so that we've got a nice dark outline around the eyes. And you just need a very sharp brush and a steady hand when you're doing these. And for the final part of the eyes, we're just adding in pure pale yellow. And all we're looking to do here is just add a little tiny dot in the centre of the eye, just to give it a little bit of a glowing effect. Sometimes it's a bit hit and miss. You have to sort of go back and forth sometimes with these. But I think those are going to be fine.